Well, Michigan's right-to-work law takes effect March 28th, and it continues to be a hot-button issue. Robert Boonen joins us right now. He is a labor and employment attorney from Butts Long Law Firm. So he's here to answer a couple of these questions that we have. In particular, let's talk first about the option to not be a part of the union anymore. What does that mean for an employee's voice?
Well, after March 28th, I don't think the employee's voice will change that much. I don't think the effect will be that dramatic on the ground, so to speak. The employer is still going to have to deal with the union. The union still is going to represent all the employees that the union represents in the bargaining unit. And a lot of the interaction between the union and the employer will remain the same as it always has remained.
So in terms of if I decide not to be a part of it, I shouldn't feel like my rights are being violated in that sense.
The employee will have the option of no longer supporting the union. That won't change the union's obligation to continue to represent the employee. The employee will lose the ability to vote in union elections, will lose the ability to ratify contracts, but the employee will still be represented by the union.
So does opting out of the union mean that employees can immediately stop paying for these dues?
Well, it really depends on when the contract expires and what every employee usually signs a dues checkoff form of some kind, and it depends on what the terms of that checkoff form are. So it gets pretty complicated and nuanced when you deal with when the employee can stop paying the dues. But the employee at some point will be able to say, I no longer want to support the union in any respect, and opt to stop paying the fees to the union.
You know, we've heard so much about this here in Michigan, but this isn't the first place to have the right-to-work laws. How does this compare to some other states?
Yeah, we're not blazing new ground here. We're the 24th state in the nation to have a right-to-work law. It's rather odd that a state like Michigan perhaps would be one of them now. So that's new. But states all across the nation have been doing this and have been able to manage it, and the unions have been able to still do their part in those states.
So in terms of, I know a lot of people have thrown around the possibility of legal challenges and things like that. We do seem like we're on solid ground at this point. Is that your interpretation? Well,
there are quite a number of cases pending right now that have been brought both in state court and federal court. I think the unions are trying to chip away at the scope of the law. I don't think they're going to be successful in all fronts. Maybe there'll be a little chips here and there that they're successful in, but the law will be here. I'm pretty confident in that.
All right, Robert, thank you so much for joining us this morning and shedding some light on a very hot topic right now.